Good morning. Hope you had a great weekend and ready for some more fun in the markets. Okay, so this week normally would be NFP week because the Friday is the next month, the new month, but it isn't this week, interestingly enough. So we don't have NFP this week, it'll be next week. So we do have quite a few things to talk about, although none of them are particularly exciting, to be honest. Unless you like pip snatchers, in which case you'll probably find this quite exciting. There's quite a few of those. Right, let's start off at the top, Aussie CAD on the daily. A bit of consolidation, working through the daily 50, and now we've got a big breakdown on Friday. So we're expecting that to continue today. DDP will be down, last breakaway from the daily 50. That looks good. Also notice here we've got this fib extension. If this is wave 1, pull back to here. This is wave 3. We're in now, so we can basically expect it to go down to 0.903, maybe even as far as 0.894. If we go to the hourly chart, we see that we have a nice clean breakdown from the hourly 50. The only chance to get in now, because we've had the hourly 50 retest, the IBO has played out. The only chance we have is the pip snatcher, or of course the hyper trade. So pip snatcher needs to wait for that 1 hour 50 to catch up. It's quite a way behind, which is a bit frustrating. But we'll see what it does, see what the hourly candle does, maybe in 5 or 6 hours. The hourly 50 will be close enough to the pivot for it to wick through, set the position up, and then enter on the pivot as it breaks, and then quick 1%. Or of course, you may want to do a 335, 670, 1340. All right. What's that? 1340. Just see what my maths is like. Yeah, it's 4 to 1. So hyper trade is an option down to 0.904. So that fits in before the 618, 1.618 fib extension on the daily. There's room for that. If it does enter, then that could be an option. There's quite a few pip snatchers, quite a few Aussies, quite a few yens, quite a few dollars. So keep that in mind. You obviously don't want correlation between their trades, currency correlation. So we need to make sure that we pick the best one of the currency we're looking at. All right, let's look at Aussie Swiss. Aussie Swiss, yeah, trying to break away from this day 15, from this support resistance level, which is pretty strong looking back through this lot, all this noise around here. Retested there, then broken down quite clearly on Friday. Expecting that to continue perhaps today. Again, there's lots of Aussie setups potentially, so just choose the best one. Aussie Swiss breaking down. We are having lower, since this 4 hour 50 retest, the blue line, we were getting lower highs and lower lows, which is a good sign. We need that 1 hour 50 to be tested, and then so this at the pip snatcher. Could this be a hyper trade? I would suggest it could, although maybe we have a level. Yeah, that's tested here. Quite a few little near tests down here. Maybe it's going to be hard to break through that level. Don't know. So just bear that in mind. Let's go to Aussie dollar. This has got a clean breakdown because the Aussie is weak and the dollar was strong on Friday. So looking for that to continue down today. Not that much room to the 272. But if you go down to the 618, then maybe there's plenty of room. We go to the fib extension just to see what the potential for Elliott wave 3 is likely to go. Do we have room for a hyper trade? Pip snatcher looks pretty good. 1 hour 50 still has some catching up to do. But the pip snatcher 1 to 1 or the hyper trade 4 to 1 with trade management to capture as much profit as you can could be a good option there. Let's go to KGN. Oh, an up one. So we've got, this one's not ideal. We pretty much touched the daily 50. That's good. So it's rejected the daily 50, breaking up. Is this a strong level? Not really. Okay, so we've broken up through daily 50, come back, retested it, now we're going to go long again. How much further? It's not the best uptrend. We can't really see any wave in there, not clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. No, not clear. But you could get a long trade out of this one. What do we get on the hourly chart? We have what have we got here? Arbitrage, I guess. So we've got an ACBV, which is not that clean because the ACB wasn't very good. We've had a 4-hour retest. Daily 50 almost retest the screen line. Looking like we've got some good positive strength. Just pull back for 1 hour 50 is looking good. So that pulls back in the next few hours, 3 or 4 hours. We could have a nice pip snatcher setup. Nice quick 1-to-1. That would be a nice easy 1-to-1. Or you could even push it up to a hyper trade, a 4-to-1. Okay, so that's looking quite nice as well. Swiss yen. Swiss yen, again, we've got a pull back to daily 20-50 zone, and it's rejected it and looking like going long again. Do we have a strong level here to break through? Yeah, there's quite a lot of rejection at this level. There, through there, wicking it there and there, and obviously here as well. So that could be quite a strong level to break through. So maybe not go for the hyper trade on this one. Oh, look, we've got something else. On the hourly chart here, we have a potential CBO. Just look it on the 4-hour. I think you will. Yes, the 4-hour is broken and it's pulling back. So that's pretty good. Quite a nice broken retest on the 4-hour. Oh, it's the daily, sorry. Just click on the right buttons, might help. There's the 4-hour. Come on. Okay, there we go. Nice clean 4-hour broken retest. Hopefully that'll be. So 4-hour looks good. Let's go for CBO. Fibs line up well. 550 is just behind, which is good. We've got the daily pivot here as well, which is extra confidence. And how far do we go out to these highs? So go to these highs is a good option, about 2-to-1. That's a nice looking CBO. So I like that one. Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss, we are trundling along sideways, lots of solidarity. Now we're breaking up through the daily 50. And hopefully that's going to continue up further. Has it broken the daily 50 clearly yet? Not really. Not really. But it looks okay. What does the 1-hour chart give us? Okay, we've got an uptrend, trend line acting as support. That's always nice. The 1-hour 50 is catching up with the pivot. The open gap after the weekend, Monday open, gap down has closed out already. So it needs to pull back again to give us an entry. We do have the trend line protection. That's quite a nice little pip snatcher. Daily 50 there, just below the pivot entry as well. So that looks okay. Euro yen. It is getting slower. Let me just turn off my Chrome because that sucks up the memory. Right. Euro yen. This looks quite good. Rejection is level. Pull back to the daily 20-50 zone. Lovely. Reject the daily 50, and now we're looking to go long. Is this going to be resistance level? Is it strong? It's reasonable. It's not really clear. Is it? Maybe it's there. Maybe it's there. Bit of a zone. Maybe that could be some kind of resistance. A very bullish day on Friday. This looks good. We could even have a CBO in here, couldn't we? Let's do this quickly. We've got a CBO lining up here. Yeah, looks okay. CBO. Could you even have a 5-to-1? Maybe. but then the 4 hours a bit far behind on that one, so maybe that's probably the best CBA. At least the 4 hour 50 is not too far behind the 0.5. That comes back in the next couple of hours. Week in, it also lines up with daily pivot, so that's pretty good. And so pip snatcher is an option, or we can go for a CBO up to R1, 2%. That looks quite good. You can push it high if you wanted to. That looks quite nice as well. Euro Kiwi, another choice today. A few euros as well, we can see. Euro Kiwi, that looks a bit crowded to me. This is something really epic on the 1 hour, which, yeah, okay, CBO again. Looks quite good. Just pulled back to the 1 hour 50. 4 hour 50 is not too far behind. A pretty good CBO with 2% on offer. Up to this R1 and these highs as take profit. So that looks okay. Euro dollar. Okay, breaking down from daily 50. Not spectacularly fast, but it's a downtrend. Looks quite good. What have we got on the 1 hour? 1 hour we have a downtrend. We have MACD. Looks okay. We are getting lower lows. Quite a good bit of strength from the US dollar on Friday. 1 hour 50 is not too far behind. The trend line there looks okay. Needs protection. So maybe never that keen on Euro USD. It tends to do its own thing a lot of the time, but it could be an option, something to keep an eye on anyway. There are probably better dollar pairs to look at. Pound dollar. Breaking down for the daily 50 and also this resistance level. Looking for that bearish momentum to continue today. And that looks quite good. Again, a pip snatcher if the 1 hour 50 catches up in time. It's looking a bit far behind, isn't it? MACD looks good. So keep an eye on that one. So it looks in pound dollar. Yes, it looks in about 6 hours time. Maybe we'll get an ABC correction. A, B, C, 1 hour 50 catch up. We'll see. Kiwi CAD. Kiwi CAD breaking down. Not great. Didn't quite come back and test this area, but quite a bearish day on Friday. Anything here? Possible pip snatcher. Pull back. That could be a pip snatcher. Keep an eye on it. Probably find there's better ones out there. Kiwi dollar. As per the US dollar, we've got lots of dollar strength on Friday. So Kiwi dollar is looking pretty bearish today. Is that going to continue? So yeah, looking bearish today. Let's continue. We've got a nice pip snatcher lining up, or could even be a hyper trade. So that's another one to add to your list of possible hyper trades. Kiwi dollar, I did that one. Dollar yen. Then we've got dollar strength. Nice big bullish day on Friday. We've already reached the 1.272 level, or pretty close. So be careful on pushing that too far. That's on the fib lined up from here. 1, 2, 3. The reach station. The dollar yen looking like okay for a pip snatcher long. That 1 hour 50 looks pretty good. So keep an eye on that one. That might be a nice quick pip snatcher. Dollar Swiss. I've got my alphabet upside down there. Like that. So we've got lots of bullish action actually pushing through the daily 50. That to continue. Over here we'll have a look at the pips actually looks good. We've got the nice on the MACD, lots of momentum. 1 hour 50 not too far behind this time, so 6 hours time that could be lined up very nicely for a quick 1-to-1 pip snatcher. Could you push it further? Maybe it's running out of steam now, so maybe 1-to-1 is a good one. A couple of quick ones that may line up later today. Aussie yen. You're seeing on this level the daily 50 for the last couple of days, and I'm looking for it to bounce off and get some bullish strength. What are we seeing here on Aussie yen? So we could even take this as a possible swing trade if you consider this an uptrend, not a very strong one. We are getting higher highs and higher lows. So consider that a swing trade. You could take it as a swing trade and push it up to at least these highs or higher with these nice little dojis on Friday. Nice little doji, but not much potential there. Yeah, not that great. So on here we're looking for a break above 1 hour 50. I'm bobbing around at the moment. Break up. May go as high as a 4 hour 50, may not. Then pull back or trade long. So that's something to look at. And obviously Kiwi is the last one we look at. And what do we have? Okay, so deceleration on Friday, hitting the daily 50 now. We want that to go long. We have a MACD okay on the daily. Yeah, it's not great. It's okay. So it could be going long again. We could be taking that as a swing trade, or that's not really a great candle for Friday to be taking a swing trade on. But if you do get nice clean breakers, 1 hour 50. We're going to go as far as that. I'll be up to here. Pull back. And then we'll be trading through the day 20, which is red line. Out. That's possible as well. So there's quite a few things on there. Lots of pips ledgers, a few others. Quite a lots of currencies that are particularly pushing the market in that direction, like the Aussie, the yen, the US dollar. So things to keep an eye on anyway. Wish you all the best in your trading today, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. I'll speak to you then. Take care.